Torvald hasn't had a moment's illness since we went away, and the children are fit and healthy, and so am I. Oh God, Christine, isn't it a wonderful thing to be happy and alive? Oh, how beastly of me, I'm only talking about myself. Tell me, is it really true you didn't love your husband? Why did you marry him then?
Well, my mother was still alive, and she was helpless and bedridden, and I had my two little brothers to take care of. I didn't feel I could say no.
Yes, well, perhaps you're right. He was rich then, was he?
Quite comfortably off, I believe. But his business was unsound, you see, Nora, and when he died it went bankrupt and there was nothing left.
What did you do?
Well, I had to try and make ends meet somehow, so I started a little shop and a little school and anything else I could turn my hand to. These last 3 years have just been one endless slog for me, Nora, without a moment's rest. But it's over now. My poor dead mother doesn't need me anymore, she's passed away, and the boys don't need me too. They've got jobs now and look after themselves.
How relieved you must
No,
feel.
Nora, just unspeakably empty. I've got no one to live for anymore. That's why I couldn't bear to stay out there any longer, cut off from the world. I thought it'd be easier to find work here that'll exercise and occupy my mind. If only I could find a regular job. Office work of some kind.
Oh, but Christine, that's dreadfully exhausting. And you look practically finished anyway. It'd be much better for you to go away somewhere.
I have no papa to pay for my holidays, Nora.
Oh, please don't be angry with me.
My dear Nora, it is I who should ask you not to be angry. That's the worst thing about this kind of situation. It makes one so bitter. One has no one to work for, so one has to be continually sponging for jobs. One has to live, and so one becomes completely egocentric. When you told me about this look with Torvald's new job, can you imagine? I was happy not so much on your account as on my own.
How do you mean? Oh, I understand. You mean Torvald might be able to do something for you?
Yes, I was thinking that.
Oh, he will too, Christine, he will. I'll lead him up to it, so delicately. I'll get him in the right mood. Oh, Christine, I do so want to help you.
It's really of you to bother so much about me, Nora. Especially since you know so little of the worries and hardship of life.
You say I know little of.
Well, good heavens, those bits of fancy work of yours. Well, really. You're a child, Nora.
You shouldn't say that so patronisingly.
Oh?
You're like the rest. You all think I'm incapable of getting down to anything serious.
My dear.
You all think I've never had any worries like the rest of you.
Nora, dear. You just told me about all your difficulties.
But I haven't told you about the big thing.
What big thing? What do you mean?
You patronise me, Christine, but you shouldn't. You're proud that you've worked so long and hard for your mother.
I don't patronise anyone, Nora. But you're right. I am both proud and happy that I was able to make my mother's last few months on earth comparatively easy.
And you're also proud of what you've done for your brothers.
I think I have a right to be.
I think so too. But let me tell you something, Christine. I too have done something to be proud and happy about.
I don't doubt it. But how do you mean?
Speak quietly. Suppose Torvald should hear. You mustn't know, Christine. No one must know. No one but you.
What is this?
Come on. Yes, Christine. I too have done something to be proud and happy about. It was I who saved Torvald's life.
Saved his... How did you save it?
Well, I told you about our trip to Italy. Torvald couldn't have lived if he hadn't managed to get down there.
Well, your father provided the money.
So everyone else thinks. But
Yes?
Papa didn't give us a penny. It was I who found the money.
You? All of it?
£16,000. What do you say to that?
What? Nora, how could you? Did you win the lottery or something?
Lottery? What were there to be proud of in that?
Where'd you get it from then? You couldn't have borrowed it.
Oh, why not?
Well, a wife can't borrow money without her husband's consent.
But when a wife has a little business knowledge and knows how to be
But
clever...
Nora, I simply don't understand.
You don't have to. No one said I borrowed the money. I could have got it some other way. I could have got it from an admirer. When a girl's as pretty as I
Nora,
am...
you're crazy.
You're dying of curiosity now, aren't you, Christine?
Nora, dear, you haven't done anything foolish.
Is it foolish to save one husband's
I think
life?
it's foolish if without
But
his
the whole
knowledge...
point was that he mustn't know. Great heavens, don't you see? He had to know how dangerously ill he was. It was me that they told that his life was in danger, and that only going to one climate could save him. Do you suppose I didn't try to think of other ways of getting him down there? I told him how wonderful it would be for me to go abroad like other young wives. I cried and prayed. I asked him to remember my condition, and he said he ought to be nice and tender to me. And then I suggested he might quite easily borrow the money. Then he got almost angry with me, Christine. He said it was his duty as a husband not to pander my moods or caprices. I think that's what he called them. Well, I thought you'd got to be saved somehow. And then I found a way.
Didn't your husband find out from your father that the money hadn't come from him?
No, never. Papa died just then. I thought of letting him into the plot, asking him not to tell. But since he was so ill, and as things turned out, it didn't become necessary.
You never told your husband about
For
this?
heaven's sake, no. God, what an idea. He's frightfully strict about such matters, and besides, he's so proud of being a man. It'd be painful and humiliating for him to know that he owed anything to me. It completely wrecked our relationship. This life we'd built together will no longer exist.
Will you never tell him?
Yes. Someday, perhaps. Years from now, when I'm no longer pretty. Oh, you mustn't laugh. I mean, of course, when Torvald no longer loves me the way he does, when it no longer amuses him to see me dance and dress up and play the fool for him, then it might be useful to have something up my sleeve. Oh, stupid, 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 that time will never come. Well, what do you think of a big secret, Christine? I'm not completely useless, am I?